Hey, good morning, my friends. Today's Wednesday, the 14th of, it is the 14th, yes, of April 2021. My name is Kevin, and this is your morning message and meditation. Thanks for joining me if you're on here. If you're catching the replay, well done, well done, well done. Let's see, weather is warming up a little bit more out here in the mid-Atlantic. I was going to say the Midwest, but we're not in the Midwest here. But it's rather lovely, I think, other than the pollen. And thank goodness for those masks because you don't get quite affected by it, or at least I don't. Have a quick cup of tea, quick sip of tea. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That's so good. All right, so let's get right to the message today because it's a good one. As usual, where's my little? There we go. So here we've got. Let's move my bell out of the way. Oh, my bowl out of the way. There we go. Over that way. There we go. So here we have. Oh, that's even better. Look at that, nice and clean, clear. Here we've got the card I pulled, which I asked this morning, "What's my card?" And I got the right message as far as what this means for me. Open your heart, and the Archangel Shamuel comes, and the Archangel Shamuel basically means he who sees God. And in this image, it's the loving color of crimson edged in beautiful bright white light. And of course, the six-pointed star at the center basically means there has to be an opening of love, an opening of trust, and an opening of literally the heart chakra. In many cases, myself included, I haven't always opened up myself to all matters of the heart, being romantic love, because I think when we're sensitive, which most people who love on a deep level, are sensitive. When there's disappointment, when there's hurt, when there's distrust, when there's the feeling of being less than treated fairly, there's a wall that goes up. There's a defense mechanism that happens. It's so automatic. It's so quick that it can prevent anything really good from happening. So this archangel coming this morning was a bit confusing, is because this one, Shamuel, sort of represents what is kind of the essence of the whole reading, the whole message today. Basically saying, keep yourself open, keep yourself ready, willing, and able to be loved, to have love. And the other card that comes is Lady Portia. So Lady Portia is the strength of this particular message. But she represents sort of the lord of karmic law, if you will. I had a conversation yesterday about karma. Karma to me means cause and effect. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. If karmically you are giving out truth, honesty, integrity, authenticity, on that level, karmically that's what's going to come back to you. Whatever we invest will be returned multiplied. So anytime someone does a wrong or does something intentionally, let's just talk about that word intentional. Some folks make a mistake and they don't mean to hurt anyone, upset anyone, cause harm to someone. They just make a mistake. And yet others want to point fingers and blame, and unfortunately want to maim, get their own back, revenge, all of those things. The challenge is if the person didn't intend to cause harm, but harm was the result, two things are happening. Harm was, that was not the greatest of choices, and this is what happened. If the person did not intend to do it, they can certainly feel sorry and be remorseful and ask for understanding. There's a difference between asking for understanding and asking for forgiveness. Asking for understanding is, I'm asking the person who got hurt, the situation that got not quite right, to understand this was not intentional. This wasn't an intentional act, but it also requires the honor and the integrity to step up to the plate and admit that something that happened, a person got hurt, a situation didn't quite work out, rather than hiding behind a series of stories and tales and unwanted drama that doesn't really belong as part of the bigger picture, the bigger story. So Lady Portia comes with the message of divine order. Know that everything in your corner is in process and has its own divine order for the highest good of everybody, for the highest good of, it's a bit like going into a spiritual courtroom, and Lady Portia is the adjudicating judge. Lady Portia works with Saint Germain and is very well connected with the violet flame representing the connection between the heaven and the earth, the spirit world, the physical world. And Lady Portia comes to do and heal what feels right. There's important lessons that we have to learn. And Lady Portia shows up when the lesson that needs to be learned is to sit in the seat of everybody concerned to create the best scenario for everybody concerned, so that we get balance, harmony, and everybody gets seen and heard and understood. So it's a bit like everybody has to give something up a little bit. They may not, there's no win or lose. There's just a common ground that is steeped in honesty, trust, and understanding. So now we're going to bring the love in with Lady Portia. And then we have this fabulous Archangel Orion, who's a new archangel. We've talked about Archangel Orion working with the star energy, the ascension energy, the magical energy, the manifestation energy. And Orion is really waving the magic wand. It's not so much a challenge, but more of an essence, more of an energy, more of a reinforcement to say, you have the power to wave your magic wand and call upon the star energy to make anything you want happen in the realm of love. So, if we tie all this together, if you're the kind of person who's entering into a partnership, business or personal, or you have decided that you'd like to open up your life, as I have, to a life partner, as I want, then know that that's coming. And to wave the magic wand and give yourself permission to feel it, be it, have it, and manifest it. Now, what I want to say about all of this is we are conditioned by our culture to want instant gratification. Scientists, technologists, what do they call those? Information technology specialists have all mastered the science of computer engineering to where programs can be put together to make things happen seamlessly, organizationally, and instantly. So I talked last week about the higher intelligence being more powerful than the artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence is fantastic when you're dealing with power and machinery. Higher intelligence is brilliant when you're dealing with matters of the heart and instantaneously bringing karma together for the good of everyone. So, if you're like me and have been in the world of single land for a while, whether that's by choice or for protection or reservation or learning, know that if you desire, and it is a choice, we are here for a choice. We are here to open ourselves to whatever world we want to live in. And if you're saying, I don't want a relationship, I'm not really in being in duality or having a life partner, if that's your choice and your desire, then that's okay too. You know, folks who have studied the monastic life, priesthood, those who have taken a vow of celibacy, monogamy, who choose to have one relationship with God and Spirit, which I've done for maybe best part of 15 to 20 years now, emerging out into a world where you're ready to accept a loving, kind individual into your life is a process. It's a process of understanding that the past hurt, abuse, feelings that weren't quite right are done, finished, gone, burnt, spent. Walk away, step over, flush it, let it go. And the time to embrace is to be in the loving arena, to line up with the perfect people that's perfect for you. Know that for every person who's looking for that perfect partner, your perfect partner's looking for you. They're out there. They have to be out there. The challenge we have is not believing it. So we almost have to balance the desire for it with the belief of it to get it. There's a desire. I want to experience this type, that type, the other type. But yet you don't believe it because past experiences have not made it so. Because of the past and the habit we have of dipping into it and the comfort level we have of it, that energy is much, much stronger. This message today says Archangel Chamuel, the Lady Portia, and the Archangel Orion, two archangels, show up to say, write down your plan, write down your blueprint for your ideal partner. And this doesn't have to be romantic, loving, living with, coupling with. This can also be a partnership of to create something better, like, I don't know, a business, a creative work. Perhaps you're collaborating with somebody to write a book. Perhaps somebody's illustrating something for you. Maybe you're opening a restaurant, charging forward, trying to find a way to create loving, energetic, lifelong, supportive relationships in all areas of your life. Know that right now this message is saying, put your blueprint together and start the process. My ideal nugget with this reading is to say, all of this has to do with being open to loving energy, harmonious energy, giving energy, caring energy, and know that the process is already in play. Even though, especially with romantic partnerships, ones that turn into lifelong relationships, that takes some time. If you're looking for someone to be around you, to love you in a way that you should and always have been deserved to love, you're looking for a love that's someone you recognize from lifetimes before, or the kind of love that becomes the soulmate that you travel through lifetimes together. So I'll land it personally for me. My lie, ban statement, defense, if you will, wall was always and has been recently, I don't have time for a relationship. I'm too busy serving and helping other people. That's very true. The other one was, I have so many dogs, who's going to put up with somebody who has 5 and 6 dogs running around the house that I have to clean up after? That is possibly true. But then I don't think I'm the kind of person that would be coupled with someone who didn't love animals. And indeed, I've met many, many, many people who just love animals unconditionally, that don't mind the slobbery kisses or the extra fur all over the place. They're perfectly okay with paw prints all over the house. And they seem to be doing perfectly fine with loving, caring, compassionate partners. So when I look at that, what I'm seeing and experiencing in the world isn't what I'm saying would happen. And indeed, I know some people who aren't really big lovers of domestic animals, could have a fit if their Great Dane or their Doodle hopped up on their leather couch and took a nap. That would be, oh my goodness, no. Don't want muddy paw prints walking through the kitchen. Certainly wouldn't want one of their dogs hopping up on the countertop to see what's for dinner. So in that regard, I chose to believe the kind of person that would be aligned with me would be that kind of person, the person that might be turned off by it. And all of this was a defense mechanism to stop me from really having that top shelf type of relationship that I was placed here to have. And then I got to thinking, well, listen, when you've got this much to offer, when you're sitting in the VIP lounge, when you are all of that and you deserve all of it, then you're going to have to wait for another person that's in the VIP lounge that believes that they deserve to have all of that. Because you can imagine, if you have a house full of equality, that why would I accept anything less than what I've got to give? But we're not talking about, well, really, in this case, we're talking about the amount of love we have to give, the amount of nurturing, caring, that people have got your back and you've got their back, equality, harmony, all have to navigate the obstacle course of the past. And this message today is to say, let all that rest and be in the adventure that what is happening right now is meant to happen. What will unfold is meant to unfold. That the Lady Portia is the driving force of making sure the violet flame, along with the Archangel Chamuel and the Archangel Orion, to gather and create whatever magical miracle in the realm of love you want, bearing in mind the lessons that you've learned will go well to support whatever loving relationships you choose to get into, including harmonizing, creating loving connections with people. I think I shared, and then I'll get into the meditation. My growing up was wonderful. I had a fantastic family life, and it was filled with love and support. Totally. I can't have wished for a better set of parents to guide my way forward. And then there was always this sort of black mark that there was something different about me that people didn't get, understand, and certainly didn't want. And so my ability to be loved on that level was not equal to everyone else. And I'm seeing that now as we walk through and navigate social justice and this awful, abhorrent situation that goes on regarding the inequality of the human race and how some are treated so very poorly. And yet they're just human beings like the rest of us, not given the same opportunities. And really, it's other human beings that do it to them, that don't allow all that love, nurturing, understanding. So it creates this back foot, back alley, less than kind of equal footing. So in saying all of this and bringing the open your heart into play, if you follow the love of light and you are of that loving light and you've got that violet flame and you have the feeling of justice for all, where you're willing to give up something that you feel strongly about so that someone else can also have a piece of the pie, then you're on that same wavelength as everyone. It could be called anything you want it to be called. It could be called silly, it could be called hippy dippy, it could be called whatever you want to call it. You know, labels is just what one group of people stick upon somebody else. Doesn't mean to say it's true. And with that, it's time to read our daily message from the book. Oh, this is just slid down. There we go. Put this back up somewhere. Ugh, there we go. That's better. Melody Beatty, we're going to the 14th. Yesterday was giving freely of yourself, and today is relax. Ooh, okay. I'll take that as a yes. And that's what today's reading is, relax. Too often, out of sheer habit, we tighten up, tense up, and then approach life from that stance. When we have something to do, our automatic response may be to tense up, shoulders, neck strained, back bent and cramped, breathing shallow. But anything that needs to be done can be done better when we're relaxed. Learn to relax. Program your body, each part of it, and let go. And let it be easy. Allow yourself to come into a natural posture. Align yourself. Learn to relax until moving, acting, speaking, being all become naturally from this relaxed place. Find activities that help you do this. A hot bath, a steam bath, a massage, sunning, walking, meditating. Teach yourself to become aware of how your body feels during these activities. Memorize that feeling. Practice relaxing until you can recall that memory and carry it throughout your day. Periodically throughout the day, take a few moments to check your tension level. If you find any part of your body tense, take a few moments to consciously relax that part. Visualize warmth and ease flooding any part of your body that has become tight or is in pain. Let the tension, the stress, the blocks drain out from top to bottom. Your body wants to relax. It wants to become comfortable. It wants to heal itself. Empty your mind of tense thoughts and let it flow. Let your body flow into relaxation and be calm. Allow your mind to become still. Quietly accept each thought, then release it. Breathe in comforting, healing energy. Breathe out, breathe it into your mind, into each cell of your body. Breathe out stress, strain, discomfort, and fear. Don't resist what you are feeling or thinking. Accept it and release it. Just as the water cannot pass through a pinched hose, your vital life force cannot flow through you if you are cramped and tense. Honor the life force that is in you. That force flows through you. Honor it by relaxing, opening to it, and inviting it to surge through your body. The techniques of relaxation will refresh, restore, and recharge you so that you can do all you need to do with more power and rigor than before. Anything that needs to be done can be done better if you're relaxed. I think if I had to tie the daily journey to the heart with the message of these 3 cards, it would be just relax and let it go, let it flow. Be loving and understanding and compassionate with yourself, especially when you are in the beginning parts of loving relationships and things tend to be a little challenging and different. This reading adds a layer of find the relaxation from the tension that might be developed. I'll just add this one last little thing and then we'll meditate. In matters of the heart, romance, love, loving relationships, people tend to talk out their fears. Sometimes they talk out their fears by creating scenarios. I don't want to do this. Oh my goodness. All of that is memorized. It's memory recall. The way the muscle remembers to clench the fist when you want to hold something. The way the knees remember to bend when you're going to go sit down. The way the torso leans forward to allow your bottom to sit on the seat. The fear is a muscle memory. So when somebody's talking out these fears, feelings, misunderstandings, don't quite know, they're popping up. Best way to find a statement that gets in the way of it manifesting into a problem, such as, is that really true? Or is that from what the past? And you can almost hear it in your head. This is a different person. Don't put the same situation on that person. They don't deserve it. That won't happen again. You've learned that lesson. You're past it. This is just the past coming up to remind you. You've let it go. You've learned. You're done. Move forward. Because the fear has a way of pushing pause on adventure, on manifestation. It just stops us in our tracks. May as well be signing your death certificate by buying into fear, because it can't go anywhere. It can't lift. It can't have that euphoric feeling. It can't get to the amazing feeling that should be, because it's stuck in the feeling that wasn't, didn't, can't, won't, isn't. You know, there's a saying that I don't know if it came from the black community or the gay community, but there's this whole, Michelle Obama does it. Bye bye, Felicia. So when when someone doesn't quite agree with what you've got going on, or you find them digging into that negative stuff, bye bye, Felicia. See you later. I'm done. Move on. That's just the quickest way to get over anything. All right, let's meditate. Don't know why I take my glasses off. I just feel like it's relaxing. Feet flat on the floor, please. Let your palms either face down or face up, but just be completely relaxed. Take a big breath in. And with your exhale, let out anything and everything that is tense and tight. A good yawn usually does it. And then let your mind consciously focus on the soles of your feet, the big toe mound of your foot, the outside blades of your left foot and your right foot. Connect with the energy of the center of each heel and press down, just to get a sense that you're connected to the loving energy of Mother Earth. And sit quietly. Every inhale, bring in relaxing thoughts, relaxing colors, relaxing energy, peace. Every exhale, let stuff go that gets in the way of that. Listen to what you listen to, the hush of your air coming into your body, the whoosh and the shush of the air leaving your body. All the while, relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper. The quietness I'll start the prayer of protection for today, and you can repeat after me, or you can let the words land inside of you. Thank you, Archangel Michael and the Ascended Masters, for reminding me that you're here. It is good to see you and to feel you. Thank you for cutting the ties that bind me to people and places, situations and stories, unwanted, unnecessary nonsense that no longer serves my purpose and that I no longer want or need. Thank you for cutting all those ties right now. I declare and affirm that I am safe and free, and all good is before me. You can visualize a smoke or a fire, or just visualize a lifting, a burning off, evaporation of anything that is bothering you, attaching itself to you. Bring your hands to your heart. This is the nurturing, unconditional love, the little bubble of protection, your life, your energy source, energy force. I am the keeper of my mind and my body. Wherever love is and flows, fear is a stranger. Love is here, flowing through me. So be it, so shall it be. And then bring that feeling of gratitude, of grace, of that unconditional love. Let that white light, tinged with red and pink and peach and all of those loving colours, let it pour down like a waterfall far above your head, down into your heart chakra. Let it fill you up until you are overflowing with this feeling. Let this feeling extend out beyond the surface of your skin to create that perfect sphere, perfect round ball of energy. This is your force field of protection, your bubble of love. This is the energy that radiates from inside of you, out beyond you, in every direction possible. The sharing and the use and the giving of this loving gratitude, this loving energy, now returns to you multiplied. The supply of loving protection is endless. Now I will invite any energy that wants to come and speak. Thank you, angels, ascended masters, spirit guides of the higher universe, my own personal guides. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you, feel you, know that you're around. Thank you for revealing what I need to know, what I need to share, what I need to teach. I'm willing to listen, to receive, to share and to give. So it is, and so shall it be. Hello, everybody. I've come as part of the Miriam energy to talk, just to say it is delightful to be here with you, to share this space with you through this lovely channeling. We have been doing much work with young Master Kevin, working his physical body, trying to curb the fears of the heart. And he's done very well, as have you all, in your purpose and your goals, how you're navigating this wild world. Know that we are with you always. Know that we have your highest good. And know that coming back daily for these messages will keep you close by, and you can share any of this that you wish with anybody you wish to share it with. They may not understand you and what you're saying, and you might get those nonsensical reactions from people. But know this, they are listening. Because to come from that loving platform, to come from that beautiful space, to come from that giving place, that unconditional energy that is unseen, is most definitely felt. It is time that you lifted the vibrations upon yourselves and stop living in this idea that you are something less, something weird, something odd and something different. When you come from love and understanding, nurturing, freedom, this is the energy you put out. This is the energy that is felt. Kindness is felt. You watch the glow of somebody when you're kind to them. As you go in your daily business, the message I come with today is let the sun shine from the inside of you outward. The best way that you can honor your guardian angel is to be grateful that they are finding you as you are finding them. You have this remarkable planet as a playground of adventure. Universal energy is grateful that you are taking such loving care of it. We also know and acknowledge that there are those who are not, who are lost in the world of ego, who feel that they have no other purpose but to create destruction, anger, mayhem, even murder. And yes, in the brief moments of regret, and there are regrets for those who commit these heinous crimes, there are regrets. There's a brief moment of remorse where the spirit energy of love, compassion, understanding comes up with a reminder that this is not in alignment with what they were created to do. In those brief moments, there is the deepest of remorse. The depth of shame. It's very brief, but it's felt on a really deep level. When one proceeds to create mischief, mayhem, murder, and darkness upon the earth. I'm sorry, the fur ones were creating quite a ruckus. I was wondering where that ruckus was coming from, but it's all as well. We have sent the angels that bind the animals to keep them quiet. Young Master Kevin has quite a few of those rambunctious, loving animals making quite a ruckus. Where was I? Oh. For those who have created these heinous acts, they have cast a sentence upon their karmic being, and great work will need to be done to undo the damage that they have caused. There will be lifetimes upon lifetimes of karmic energy that will beholden this individual for the pain and suffering they have caused. This is all I have to say on the matter of karmic energy. Because my choice is not to bestow confusion upon you, but to let you know we see you, we love you, we're grateful for you. And even though you may be facing rather tough times, fill your heart with love, fill your heart with joy. Know that your guardian angel's job is part of you to protect you no matter what. And you have a force field of protection at your disposal at all times. Whatever you seek, you shall be bestowed upon you for the work that you are doing for this beautiful planet. Every flower that you plant, every bird that you feed, every wild animal that you care about, every part of recycling, renewing, and loving this planet. The more you do these acts of kindness and great joy for the universe, the more you will be bestowed with blessings that you could not possibly believe. And now it is time for me to leave. Thank you so much. Bring your hands to heart center at your chest. For today, listen for the loving things that you say. Listen to the loving things that are said to you, and listen even to birds chirping, even to watching flowers burst open, even to seeing the deep hues of green in the trees and the grass. That's a reflection of unconditional love. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say namaste. Oh. Wow. Okay. Thank you for that. And let me do it. That was nearly an hour. Don't have anything to add other than to say thanks so much. I'm going to figure out a way today through these various social channels to get the like and subscribe going. I don't understand how algorithms work. I don't understand how subscriptions work. I got caught up in the idea that you had to have so many people viewing, looking, and that's exhausting. Even if I get to connect with one person and lift them and make them feel light and bright and good about what's happening, then I've done my job. I'll let everything else be as it is. Right, I love you. Thanks so much. And I will see you in the morning. Bye.